What is up, good people? Welcome back to the Fuel Yourself audiocast. I am your host, Shawana Mays, certified life and wellness coach who helps women define their goals, finally follow through with those goals, and get results in any area of their life. So, welcome to episode number 15. Today, we're going to talk about the concept I like to call conscious thinking. Now, listen. Originally, I had plans on talking about something completely different on this episode, but conscious thinking was on my brain this morning, so I decided to talk about it. Now, the word conscious, and I pulled this from Google, the word conscious is defined as aware of and responding to one's surrounding, being awake, having knowledge of something. So I like that part, being awake and having knowledge of something. And I wanted to share this definition so that you'd have an understanding of why I wanted to talk about conscious thinking. So, on this episode, I want to dissect what conscious thinking is all about, which is simply being aware of your thoughts, like being consciously aware of what it is that you are thinking, consciously hearing your thoughts and acknowledging them. Most of us humans live life unconsciously through our thoughts, and we're not even aware of it. And when living life unconsciously through our thoughts every day, we are creating a life we don't want and living that life experience, especially if our thoughts are negative. And since our default thoughts are always negative, like literally as soon as we wake up, if we're not skilled at consciously and intentionally deciding to choose new thoughts, then we keep repeating the same life experience that we say we don't want. So let me tell you, your thoughts are everything. They are the key to unlocking everything that you want. So let me share this statistic. And I've shared this statistic by the National Science Foundation before on one of the past episodes. The average person has about 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts per day. Of those thousands of thoughts, 80% were negative and 95% were exactly the same repetitive thoughts as the day before. That is so fascinating to me. That is something. So, most of our thoughts are negative, and we think so many negative thoughts in a day. So, here's the thing, no one has ever taught us how to pay attention to what it is that we are thinking. We never learned this work in school, and it's likely our parents didn't teach us this work because they didn't know this work either. So many of us are now truly tapping in, learning this work, and applying it to our everyday lives, especially if we have goals in our lives that we want to create. So, this concept of conscious thinking came up for me this morning when I woke up. I'm one of those people whose plan is to always get up and get my workout done in the mornings. That's always my plan. But I don't always want to do my workout. There are days that I just don't feel like it. And this morning was one of those mornings that I did not feel like it. Yes, I do have those days, believe it or not. And because my initial thought was, man, I just want to lay here. I don't want to get up and work out. My default negative brain was ready to support my initial negative thought. My brain literally jumped at this opportunity. So let me tell you an example of two supporting negative thoughts it offered up to me. Thought number one, you don't need to get up and work out. It's okay. Sleep in. Thought number two, it's fine if you lay here. No one will know. My brain was pretty much telling me, girl, I'm cool. I'm comfortable. You don't need to exert any energy. I find so much pleasure in you just staying in bed and chilling. Anyone else friends with their brain like that? I know I am. Now, let me tell you, I started laughing. I really did because I was so aware of what my thoughts, I was so aware of my thoughts and like really what was happening. That is how conscious I am of my thinking. And my thinking is always based on how I'm feeling. So when I was thinking those negative thoughts, all I felt was dread in my body. And that was leading to my action of procrastination, which created the result of me losing some of my morning time to get the other tasks that I wanted to get done for myself. Now, I still got them done, but they were delayed a bit. Now, I could have chosen to stay in those thoughts and literally just skip my workout. And even though my workouts are a part of my daily goal to feel good, and at the end of the day, if I had decided to skip my workout by holding on to the negative thought and not having the skill or knowing how to navigate through that mental obstacle, which was created by me, myself, and I would have not met my daily goal of feel good, of taking care of myself, which leads to my ultimate goal of staying consistent with my fitness to continue to take care of my future physical self. Can you see where I'm going here? Now, of course, missing one workout, it wouldn't have hurt anything. I know this. So I'm not saying that it can't happen, but I just want to point out that, like, this is what happens to most people who end up quitting on themselves. Their negative thoughts can lead them down a cycle of repeating this process every day, ultimately quitting on the goal that they started. And this can be with any life and wellness goal, not just fitness. So let me share with you how I turned it all around for me this morning and made my workout happen. One, I brought myself back to the results I want for my future life. That result, as I mentioned earlier, is staying consistent with my fitness to take care of my future physical self. Because back in August of 2014, I decided I would commit to doing just that. I offered my brain this new thought. I'm committed to creating this result. So this workout is happening. That particular thought created emotions and feelings of empowerment in my body, which led to me taking the action to push play on my workout and produce the result of getting it done. And I got it done. Now, I want you to consider this. Most often, we are taught that it's other people or the world who stops us from creating our results that we want to see in our lives. I want you to consider that it is actually your thoughts that keep you creating the results you don't want to see in your life. No matter what your circumstance is, that's not what's keeping you from moving forward. It's your thoughts about your circumstance that keep you from moving forward. It will always be you every single time. Your thoughts will always create your results, the results you want and the results you don't want. This is the work I get to show my client, being highly aware of their own thoughts, their thinking, because that is the actual problem and why they haven't been able to follow through up until the time that we are able to coach together. Awareness is the first step to solving their actual problem. This is how they now have the ability to show up differently in their lives and create their results more simply. And this is the work that I want to offer to you. So, listen, if you want to go deeper with this work, I will help you create a whole new self identity by teaching you how to become that woman who follows through and creates any result, no matter what. Let's do it. You can book a free life and wellness consultation with me through my website at www.royalrenewal.info. And if you ever need clarity on anything that I share on these audio casts, because I do like to keep them short and sweet, feel free to email me at info@ripkedroyaltywellness.com or message me on Instagram at your_holistic health coach. For now, I'm wishing you a whole lot of peace and a whole lot of ease and a whole lot of love. And I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.